Hello. The last time I tried to run StreamYard, it wasn't working for me. So hopefully it's working today. Um, I won't be on the live long, but I haven't been on. I wanted to try it and see if it would work for me. And it's pretty windy today, so I don't know if that's going to affect the sound. You can let me know. I could move you maybe under the structure if I need to. Working good. Excellent. Thank you, Mad Catter. Mo Creek, George Ray. I'd love to scroll, but you know how that goes. Usually I end up messing something up and getting my finger in the way. I should have flipped it the other way. Raymond, thank you very much for coming in. Jeremy, Maurice, hello. So I only just now cast it out. This is a new location for me, and it's beautiful, I'm going to say. It was raining earlier. We had a chance of storms. Tom, hello. Thank you for coming in. Circle Hook, hello. Hello to everybody. So I am on the Waccamaw. This is kind of shallow here, but you can see there's the bridge, and I figured I'd just come down here. I'm floating one rod, one line, and I am using the bluegill that I caught the other day right now. I do have some mullet. I have quite a big piece of mullet left I could put on as well. Um, Kelly, hello. You'll have to put coffee out. I don't have it. And a Promptu live during the workday. It's my day off. Hopefully the traffic isn't going to be too loud. It seems like it hasn't been too bad yet, so it's a little bit heavier now. So I really wanted to float under the bridge there, and it does just keep floating. The wind is pushing it back my way. I didn't bring down any other weights. I should have maybe weighed it down a little bit more. My car isn't too far, so I could probably just run up. Oh, your river went up. Yeah, ours is going down. We haven't really had a lot of rain, so Willie must be in the house. I see the name pop up. I didn't see his name, but I did see somebody saying hello. Um, I'm actually going to probably try to cast that other line that I had floating back again. So excuse me while I walk away, and you can say your hellos. I don't know if you just saw that, but I actually landed the bridge. A little too close. But I was trying to get a little bit under the structure because, as I said, it is coming back at me a little bit. So, um, and it was raining a little bit earlier. The storms, I think, hopefully are going to be passing. But I figured I'd come out. I was looking for ammo. None to be had. I don't know where I'm going to find any, but there isn't really. You saw that, Tom. Great. Another blooper. Yeah, the ammo's definitely an issue. Not finding it. I used up all I had at the range with my mother the other day, so um, I figured I would also scout some new spots. And I was on my way to one when I came across this. So this was not a planned stop for me, but as you can see, it's not looking too shabby, and I can actually walk further down. That's all pretty much beach. Headed down that way. Um, there is a dock over here, and if you go beyond that, there's actually a walking trail, and there's several other beach spots down that way as well. So a lot of different spots here. So I thought, what the heck? Let's give it a go. 12 fabulous people in the house for a work day. Yeah, that's floating right back. I don't know how that's gonna work. But I have this one sunk. And some I am bummed. I've been frustrated, a little bit here and there, but I'm even more bummed because I went looking for my other rod holder, the orange one that Avid had sent me, or you guys, the community had sent, and up DNR's here, and I'm parked in an illegal spot, so I may have to walk away and go move my car. But anyway, I don't know what I did with the other rod holder, so that one's amongst the missing. We'll see if he stops. He's pulling up behind me. He might have me move. SKs, thank you very much for coming in. No, he just waved me. I'm good. He's probably, what is it? He's thinking, what's this crazy redhead doing down there? How's the wind? Are you hearing that a lot in the playback? Yeah, here it comes now, so you're going to know. I have a rock holding my stand, so you're a little wobbly too. A little bit. Like I said, if it gets too much, I can probably try to move it down a little bit. Yeah, the wind is horrible everywhere, but not overwhelming. That's good. Well, the float's not going to work, so I'm going to forego that. and feisty. Well, I was going to try to put him on the prong so I could maybe weigh him. My first live stream cat. There we have it. Channel cat. Channel cat. Poor guy. That's not a cat at all. What is it? He doesn't have whiskers. All right. A bowfin. Yeah, I just realized I'm like, he's not a channel cat at all. Well, there you have it. Multi-species. I got a bowfin. Bowfin. Should I weigh him up? Doesn't have teeth. Oh, it does have teeth? I don't know. I don't know if you can see in there. Good fighting fish. Yeah, he is nasty. He was ugly. And he was barely hooked. Should I put him on the scale maybe? What's your guess? I'll let you guess. I'm going to let him go. Pretty funny though, because I actually thought it was a catfish. Even trying to pick him up over there, but he was just feisty. And he doesn't look anything like a catfish once you get him picked up. really awesome, I'm just going to say, even though it wasn't a catfish, that thing fought, and he was feisty. Unfortunately, coming up on the shore, but so there you have my first bowfin. And now there's that wind again. So I don't know what the guesses were, but he was 4.7. Yes, Blackfish, thank you very much for coming in. I thought I had a channel cat, but as I picked it up, I'm like, that's not a catfish at all. And it turned out to be a bowfin, apparently. I'm not familiar with the fish, but it was, to me, that was a good sized fish, almost just shy of 5 pounds, and beautiful, actually, looking fish, feisty. And for a minute there, I didn't think I had him still on the hook. And but then he pulled again, and I kept at it. So sure enough, he was barely hooked though, because when he came up on land, he pretty much unhooked himself. So Pico Fodder, thank you very much for coming in. I'm not familiar with your channel name. I will certainly look you up after the days or the stream ends. I don't know what I was missing. I'm shocked that I had 14 people. Right now I'm using bluegill that I caught the other day. I have the head on one that I was trying to float, or maybe that was the head. I can't actually remember. Well, it's gone. It was gone. Whatever the bowfin ate. But that's what I have on right now, and I have still a good chunk of mullet. I think it was mullet that I had. Actually, I'm not even sure if that was mullet that I got, and I don't even know if it's any good. It's been a while, so right now I'm just trying to use the bait that I just got. Again, I apologize for the wind. I know how strong that can sound when you're on the other end. 3+, hello, if I didn't say hello already. So the rod closest to me, I just barely recast this one I just caught that bowfin on. The other one I was trying to cast out a little closer to the structure. I ended up, Chris Flores, hello, thank you for coming in. I ended up taking the float off only because it just wasn't working right here. It's too windy and it keeps floating me away from the structure. And I wanted to get in a little closer to the structure, but that's not working either. But what the heck? I mean, I just caught a fish, and I haven't even been live that long. And that's my first fish on live. Woohoo! Another first. Keep them coming. So yes, for the people that were here earlier, this is a new location for me. I was on my way to check out another spot, and then I came across this. So far, DNR has been in. There's a police officer up there. I am illegally parked. However, they are waving at me. Kid Savage, I'm not familiar with. Oh, unless it's another name of Dobson's, I'm not sure. But so far, DNR didn't say anything to me, and the officers parked over there. So, but there's a good stretch, and you can see this is sandy here. You got the bridge structure there, and then you can actually walk on down, and you got a whole bunch of other bank spots and open bank spots, and it's the same on the other side. There's actually a trail that runs down along the river here, and I'm on the Waccamaw. And there's a trail that runs down on the other side here. There is a boat dock that people are fishing on right now. And so this is kind of a random. I was on my way trying to get ammo, and then it started raining, so I figured I'd come check out some of the spots that I had located. So I did obviously bring my bait with me just in case. But I figured since it was raining, I could go explore. And then bada bing, bada boom, here I am. Fishing. And going live, because, as I said, the last time I tried my StreamYard, I don't know what happened. I tried to rotate my camera for a moment, and I wasn't getting good signal. I don't know how my signal is now either. It was pretty sketchy, I think, when I started, so I don't know if I'm lagging. I haven't seen any lagging signs yet. But yeah, that wind is just coming in. I don't know what I can do about that. Well, like everybody says, it's windy everywhere, I guess. Oh, awesome. 19 likes. Thank you very much. I don't know how I got 19 likes. I only have 12 people in the house. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. Unless there were more that popped in and then popped out when I was catching. Oh, Brainstorm. Yes. Well, welcome. I'm not familiar with the Kid Savage. Well, thank you very much for coming in. Snake River, hello. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured people would be at work. I am not at work today. Today is my day off, and I'm exploring. And apparently, I'm not just fishing. I'm catching today. So, and I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind catching another one of those bowfins. That was pretty cool. He was a nice looking fish, but holy feisty! I don't know. Are they usually like that? That thing was feisty. But he fought like a catfish would. All right, thank you very much for being here. I don't know what my battery power is. I do have my, I have 87% on my backup, so I could plug in. And again, I wasn't sure how my signal would be. I didn't know if I'd be laggy. I didn't know how the wind, if it would be too much, but like I said, I could move you down there into the bridge, which would probably block some of the wind if it's too much. And then you would just have a view coming back this way. And I didn't intend to be on very long. I just thought I'd pop in mostly to see if my StreamYard was still working. Okay. Well, I'll look that up, Kid Savage. Just makes it very confusing. It's all good, George. Thank you. Let me know if that changes. So I'm in my Crocs. I'm not thinking I was really gonna be doing much. I do have sneakers up there, you know. Laura the Explorer always gonna come prepared. But I was so anxious just to put a line in before it got too late. But they're slippery. Back to work. All right, 3Plus, thank you very much for stopping in. Oh, that line tightening up. Oh, interesting. There's on the other side of the river. Apparently, you can drive down in there also, and there are, well, it's a little more woody over there, but I see a truck over there driving, so you could probably fish over there too. That's actually very, he's driving through like a meadow over there. So the rod closest to me, I was trying to cast out kind of towards the other side of the river because of all the trees that are over there. This time I cast it, I brought it in a little short. The other one that's closest to the bridge is where I'm trying to keep it, is kind of under that structure, but it's a little bit of a challenge. And as I said, I was trying to float that bait. But with the wind and whatnot, and unless I go get a heavier weight and try it, I don't know if that would make a difference or not. But whatever. Oh, thank you, kid. The background currently, you mean? Or the one on my thumbnail? Wow, actually, they're both one and the same, aren't they? I didn't take time to make a thumbnail. I didn't bother with all that. Maybe later, if I catch anything good. Well, the buffin was pretty cool. And there's an outhouse. So bonus. Yeah, a little wind is good. I'm actually right now I'm baking in the sun, and I didn't bring any sunscreen or anything, so. And it is some hot today. But yeah, I don't know, it's beautiful. I'd spin you around, but then I don't know if I would. Let's take a little tour. That's across the river. That's downriver. Back again. Here we are. Yeah, so like I said, it's windy and I have to put a rock on the stand so that you don't topple over. Is that a nice tour, Tom? Hopefully you didn't get too dizzy. It is. It is beautiful, and so far nobody's bothered me as far as being parked in a illegal spot. I just pulled up, and I didn't quite show you that, but yeah, I don't know if you can even see it. There's the popo up there. Whoop. We'll see. Now that I said something, he might stop. Nope. Sorry for all the bouncing around. I don't know if you can see both poles. But we're not on a boat. I think that's both poles. There you go. People popping in and out. That's awesome. I actually was surprised to even get that many people. Turn. Oh, Tom, you coming to Kerr? My water is like bath water. Been sitting in my car. Well, so far reeling in, I haven't experienced any snags either, so that's good. Being that so sandy. Danica, thank you so much for coming in. I've been seeing that you've been going live quite a bit. I haven't really been able to pop in and say hello, but I'm definitely seeing it. That's awesome. I'm actually feeling that one. I think that's going to be a lucky cast. Tom, thank you so much for those bells. Aaron also and Art for all the stuff. I mean, I'm just appreciative so much. But those bells, I know a lot of people hate them, but those, they just clip on and clip off, and I'm just going to make sure that when I'm reeling in, I don't fuss with them because I don't know if that's why I lost my fish that one time that I was recording at night, but I think it was just barely hooked is what the problem was. And I do think it was a blue because it popped water like within 1 foot of me. It popped the water, and as it rolled up kind of on the shore, it dislodged itself from the hook. Whew. Hot. But no joke, it's hotter than a two-pecker billy goat right now. No, it's not brackish, Chris. No, and I'm on the Waccamaw River. To be honest with you, I'm not even certain of how far I am from the ocean right now. Um, I have both. I have both my licenses for that anyway. I have both ocean and I do have the freshwater license, so I'm good either way. But no, I'm definitely not close enough. Yeah, and I think the color of the water might be. I mean, it's almost like black water, actually, isn't it? And that might be because of the sandiness of the beach. Um, and then also the cypress trees that are lining it. I'm not sure, but you probably know a whole lot more about that than I do. I mean, I didn't even know how to bowfin. I thought for a minute there, I thought I had a channel cat. It was the colors and stuff. And then when I actually picked it up, I was like, wait a minute, that's not a catfish at all. Oh, that's just me keeping it real, learning. But, as we say, the best way to learn is to actually get out here and do it and experience it. Oh, thank goodness the sun's coming down a little bit. And then I spoke too soon. I see a couple heads popping up and out under the bridge there. I'm not sure if I got cottonmouths down there or turtles, but as long as they stay down there, we're good. I don't think it's not swampy at all, so I wouldn't think that the water moccasins would be down in here. But again, something I'm not really familiar with. Well, yes. We're being asked to go back to the gun range again, which is awesome. And this past Sunday, I guess that's our mother-daughter fun day now, Sunday fun day. Um, but we used up the rounds that I had for my 9mm, and I have not yet been able to find any anywhere. And I did stopped at Bass Pro Shop even, and they just said they can't even keep it in stock. So, but we did pick up some shotgun rounds, and she's really enjoying the skeet shooting, although they called it something else, and they go straight out. It's called something else, but same idea. We're shooting the clay pigeons. She's really, really enjoying that. She's really good at it. So we had a little friendly competition this past Sunday. She put a whooping on me, that old girl did. And she was a little bit intimidated by my 9mm, but I thought she did awesome and for the first time shooting it. And that was really only my second time shooting that gun. So that was the whole point, is becoming familiar. I've seen the water moccasins actually scoot down under the water. One time I was standing out on a dock with Michael, and he actually pointed it out. It had swam out from under a tree, and it popped its head up, and then it swam back down underwater. So yeah, they do both. Hi, JP. Yep, you're down, Annie Oakley. She's a riot. Yeah, I'm trying to cut the wind from the speaker, and it's probably actually on this side. Whatever. All right. Well, not only did I get a bite, but I got fish. So now I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. My first live stream fish. The other day was the first time I actually caught my own bait here. I mean, I've caught, I hate to say it again, Chris Flores, but I have been bass and trout fishing. And I did have that in New Hampshire. Caught a lot of those, and a lot of other fish, more in the trout species, but so this is my first time. Oh, sunfish. Oh, I hated catching those in New Hampshire. Hated catching the sunfish. And I think that's because I was so intimidated by trying to hang on to it. But I caught the bluegill and I ran my hand down over its head and hung on. Hung on. And so I'm kind of curious, actually, and I don't know if one of you can tell me. I hear people talking about putting the live bluegill on the hook. So you're not cutting like I cut this bluegill up. I mean, because some of them were good size. I don't know if you saw my pictures or my picture of one of them on the Facebook. That's a big fish. I mean, are you hooking that thing live, or are you just hoping to catch a smaller one, and then you're hooking it through maybe the back, I'm assuming? I don't know. I guess the bluegill are pretty easy to catch, so if I get another one like that, maybe I'll try it. I've never done it. And as I keep exploring and finding new spots to fish like this is amazing. I see my line being tugged over there. I don't know if it's the wind or not. Yeah, and again, I said it earlier, and I probably, I don't know where. I might have left I have an idea of where maybe I left my other little spiral orange rod holder. I'm really bummed about that because I do love them. And especially like in a situation like this, they come in really handy. And I just scoured the back of my car. Of course, I did do it quickly because I have to definitely learn my fish species also. So that's the tricky thing. And to be honest with you, the bluegill they seem to be in different colors. So, and trying to decipher, I really need to make sure I decipher those between the crappie, depending on where you're from. So, because we can't use those, but. Marls, thank you very much for coming in. Thank you very much for commenting as well today. Or yesterday. I can't remember now. But yeah, so I still have a lot of that going on. I've got to learn those species, and I am out exploring, always out exploring. Everybody knows that. Ooh, who's got a room booked? I wish I had a room booked over there. That would be a heck of an adventure. That would be amazing. And oh my Lord, I'd have to get a tattooed autograph from you. Not like Snake River did, not on my butt. I'm not gonna have Chris Flores on my butt cheek. That would be weird. There are a lot of before I caught that bowfin, there was a big fish that popped water over there. I don't know if the bowfins do that. Oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. Yeah, I will definitely have to save up for that trip. I'm not really even sure how the traveling is going right now. I don't. I was told that now you actually need to have the COVID shots in order to get on the plane, or they're working towards doing that, making that a necessity. Um, my entire office practically got COVID, and I was one of five that did not. And I have not gone and got my shots. So, um, but that would definitely be an amazing trip. I do have vacation time coming up, I think in October. But my son wants to take me down to Florida. I think he's missing his mama, which is awesome. So I may take that time to go down to Florida. I hope so, Twisted. I hope so. I got a bowfin out of there uh, pretty early on in the stream. Ooh, I can't see that. I still haven't figured out who in the stream is going, but lucky you. Okay, Georgia. Nice to know. Thank you. That might have been what it was. Yeah, that was fun, Twisted. It was, and at first I thought I had a channel cat, which is kind of funny, but I mean, it was brown. I thought the colors kind of looked like it might have been a channel cat. I definitely knew it wasn't a blue. I've caught those, um, and it was just flopping around. I couldn't get a hold of it over here. It was flopping like crazy. It was feisty, and it was feisty in the water, but I barely had it hooked. And I was trying to get the grippers in there so that I could hold them up and weigh them, and then I just forgo. I went forget them. I'm gonna just pick them up, and thankfully by then he wore himself out. But then I finally got the grippers on and I weighed him in. I think it locked out at 4.70. Oh, really, Morals? Awesome for you. Yes. Well, I hope to see a live stream of that and some video of that or whatnot, a mix of both, maybe. Super exciting. That's awesome. Thank you, Small Water, for coming in. Yeah, this is an awesome looking spot, and um, I'll tell you, it's pretty hot right now. I'm like dying in the sun. I should have thought about that before I set up, but there's not a whole lot of shade right here. Kind of have to make your own. But I came across this in my adventures, in my exploring, and I hadn't. This was not a planned stop. My planned stop is actually further down the road, which I will check out after a bit here and see what that one looks like. But I saw this, so I pulled in, and I was like, "Holy smokes, this is awesome!" And it is right by the main road. My car is right there. There's a shit ton of beer cans, so obviously it's a party spot. That would be the only thing. I don't know about night fishing down here, although I do see um, the DNR has been in here already. The Popo's been in here already, so I think they run it pretty good. And I'm illegally parked, and nobody said anything. I'm such a rebel. No bodies yet. That's always a possibility. Honestly, the needles down here, I haven't really noticed. Oh, I just saw these people walking. They're walking down. I'll try to turn you a little bit. I was talking about how on the other side of me, oh, you can't see past the pillar, but that goes down. You can actually see the other beach down there. And apparently, they must have crossed over the road, and there's a trail that takes you down there. And what I see down there is a very big open beach spot, and it looks awesome. So yeah, I haven't really walked around and explored too much, but it certainly looks like a good spot for it. And I just wanted to, of course, I'm anxious to. I don't know. I was anxious to get a line in, definitely. And looks like they're just going to do some fishing as well. Um, and I didn't want to try my StreamYard because the last time I was on, I couldn't really get the camera to function right. It only wanted to go one way. So I now see my StreamYard's working. And it was awesome that I did go live because I did catch, it wasn't a catfish, but I did catch a fish on live. Whoop. You're okay. Hold on. Whew. There you go. Yes. Be it one. Twisted, you have no idea. That's gotta come. That's coming from the inside, just letting it out. Letting it out. Just this is where I am my best. Is just being outside, whether I'm fishing or exploring. I love the photography. I actually had thought about taking my camera. I actually need to replace my camera. I broke it. It still functions, but I get black spots and stuff now. And I had just bought the extension lens, the telescoping lens, and the camera's about $600. So right now I'm kind of just sticking with the cell phone. Although I get pretty awesome pictures from it. Dragonfly. I am Dragonfly. Yeah, Twisted, I know. Go see what's around the bend. There's so many bends. Um, yeah, absolutely. And as I said, I really didn't plan on staying on this live stream too long. And it is a work week, whatever, but I have so many fabulous people popping in and out. It's great. Thank you, Tom. I've been told a few times that I should do something with my photos, but I'm not sure what. I just enjoy them. It's just like everything. I just enjoy my adventures, and I'm not looking to make a billion. I mean, it would be nice to make $1 billion. Don't get me wrong, but it's I'm just living. I'm just trying to live, and getting the 2 days off in a row is very helpful for me for that. So, and getting to actually spend time with my mom. That was the whole point, is spending time with her. So, and she's been enjoying it. She also got a fishing license, so I did take her for a little bit, but she had a hot mess of an afternoon and didn't end up sitting with me too long. So we'll do again. We'll try again. Maybe this would be a great spot for her because there is a porta potty and you can just sit your chair. But yes, definitely Twisted. I'll be exploring the bends. I'm actually starving. J420, a new name. Is that a J? Yes. Hello. Thank you very much for coming in. I guess another page or channel I'm going to have to check out. I'm not familiar. Um, but yes, I want to check out the bends. And obviously now I see there's a trail there. There is a trail. I can see where this trail kind of goes. That one down there I might want to check out. And then my planned stop is really not that far down the road, a mile, 2 miles. So definitely have to check that one out as well. So, I could almost see this place being very busy on the weekend. The kids are obviously over here playing, probably swimming. We need another bite. Well, I'll hook it. The night photos, Tom, are definitely tricky. Like, Michael, how are you? I have not seen you in forever. Look, I just got so excited. Did you bring snacks? Because I am starving. Um, yeah, there's a little bit to taking photos, Tom. It's not just your equipment, but that makes a huge difference. Um, your equipment will definitely make the difference, but also the angles that you take photos at. Um, like I use my cell phone, but I do have the iPhone 11X Pro. They came out with the 12, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. If I want to try to replace my actual camera, I would like to do that only because I can use the telescoping lens, so I can get the far away shots, such as like um, the birds and stuff some of the eagles and stuff that I take photos of and whatnot. It's pretty amazing. So, and a lot of times when you're taking a photo, you want to have some kind of something in it. Like taking a straight on photo of the water isn't really going to make that photo. So if you have something in it, whether it's a tree or some sort of structure or maybe a branch that's overhanging in front of you, and you can get that in that photo, that makes that photo all that much more interesting. Yeah, I've seen your phone, Tom, with the 5-minute delay on the picture taking. That's all right if you're doing selfies. Which I can do that on this phone too. I can set the timer on it if I wanted to do that. But all right, come on, guys. We need a bite. We need some action going on here. There's got to be way more than one fish in this sea. J420, whose channel do you usually frequent? Maybe I've seen you and I just am oblivious. I apologize. Squirrel, how are you? Bummed. I'm bummed too that we did not get that photo together. But next time. Oh, Dobson's. Okay. Oh, are you one of Dobson's alternate egos? Alternate egos? I'm in Dobson's a lot, but I don't remember seeing your name in there. I'm fishing for anything that will bite, but I was targeting catfish, but I ended up with a bowfin. Yeah, it was raining here too, Squirrel. I went looking for ammo. I don't know what to do about that. I'm not getting any, I guess, but other than shotgun ammo, but and then it just started to rain while I was in the Bass Pro Shop, and I had a couple of spots I wanted to check out, so I decided I'd go exploring, and I got sidetracked because I'm Laura the Explorer, and there was a wildlife viewing area, so I went down. I spun around, went back down this wildlife viewing area. Holy smokes, that was in the woods and down this. They did a really nice job putting rock all over the road and everything, but it ultimately led to nowhere, just a bunch of gated dead ends. But it was quite a trip down there. So, Dan, hello. Thank you very much for stopping in. I'm in South Carolina, 420. 420. I am slow, but I got that. yeah, so anyway, I digress. Oh, squirrel. Um, yeah, so I digressed down the side road that led to nowhere, and then it was pretty. And then I saw this. I popped in. I have another stop to make down the road from here, and I am starving. And I have already been on for an hour. I only caught that one fish in the very beginning, which was a good size bowfin, apparently. I did not know what it was. I'm not going to lie. But apparently everybody in the house was familiar. Thank you very much for that help. And it was a 4.7. I don't know how big those get, but I thought that was a good sized fish. Yeah, I know, I'm starving. I mean, I could use to lose a few more pounds, but I'm watching these. It looks like a bass boat, and there's some cypress tree stumps down there. And they're fishing right in there. I bet you they're catching pretty good down there. So, yeah, as I said, I didn't really. I've got 8 people in the house. I just thought I'd hang out for a little bit, turn the live stream on, see if my StreamYard was working, which it is. Ooh, I thought we might have had another bite over there under the bridge. Oh, really? The bowfins average 2 to 5. Oh, so that was a good sized one then. That's awesome. Yay. Yay me. It would really help if I knew my species better. But, I'm from New Hampshire. Although, some people say we have different fish down here, which I wouldn't argue. But I think it's really a lot to do with different, what we call them differently. That's all too. Um, so 21 pounds and 8 ounces. Good to know. Fast facts. Love it. That could be a nice live stream conversation, small water. Not gonna lie, my rods look pretty good out there. They'd look a lot better if there was a fish on the end of it. Yeah, this one here actually, for being just under 5 pounds, it was feisty, and I knew I barely. It's funny that that I could really tell that I barely had it hooked. Just like the one I lost at night when I was night fishing, which I did see it. That one was not very far from me, and I'm pretty sure that was a blue. But same thing, I knew I just barely had that one hooked. And this guy here, he was barely hooked, but he came in and I got him up real quick because I didn't want him to unhook like I did the last one. I was bringing him up on shore. This has a sandy bank down here, and I was afraid that once I got him up on there, he would get unhooked and then he would be free. So I got him up real quick, but then he just flounced around like crazy up here. But yeah, he was an interesting fight on the line. And at one point, I actually thought he had come off, and then I thought, ooh, maybe I got a gar. But he was there. I don't know about catching flatheads. If I do, I guess that would be cool. I was trying to float my bait over here under the structure with that in mind, but I decided to just drop the line straight in because it was just floating back, too much wind. Although now it seems like the wind cut down. He was flopping. Oh, you saw that? Yeah, I'll have to watch that replay. I probably look like an idiot over there trying to catch him. Trying to hold him down. I was trying to get the grippers in his mouth so that I could put him on the scale. And then I just gave up on the grippers, and he definitely wasn't opening his mouth. So I just decided to pick him up for the camera. And then I tried to put the grippers back in. So thankfully I did get the grippers back in so I could weigh him. So I guess in essence then, that's my PB for a bowfin. New PB on camera. Let's get him. Oh, you're talking about yours flipping small water or mine? Oh, you're talking about yours. Okay. I missed some of that conversation, I guess. That's because the chat just shoots right back, shoots up. Yay, new PB. I'm gonna have a new sunburn after this too. I just bounced and bait off everything. That one hit the pillar. Yeah, I don't know if anybody answered me about the live bait because I did ask the question about putting the live bluegill on. And I see in some of the live streams people are doing that, but I wasn't sure because I cut this one up. I didn't catch any today. I wasn't fishing for them today. But when you catch them, hi Mike T. My question really was when you catch them. I had a big one, so I thought I can't imagine putting that on live. But is that what you guys do? You just catch these fish and then hook them in the back and let them go? Palmetto Cats is in the house. I didn't see the name. It must have jumped right on by me, but I do see you say everybody saying hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting that out there, Dan. If there's links, you guys can drop links. I'm sure I have a lot of link droppers in there. So Kevin, I early on in my stream caught a bowfin. I did not know that it was a bowfin. I thought actually I had a channel cat, and he put up quite the little fight there. But when I went to go pick him up finally to hold up in the camera, I'm like, this isn't a catfish at all, which is kind of funny. But everybody in the room was telling me it's a bowfin, and it was a 4.70. So I guess it was a good one, nice one. I'm excited. They put up a good fight. And this is a new location for me, and I love it so far, even though that's all I've caught. And I've been live for 1 hour and 12 minutes. Ah, good to know. I didn't. He flopped around. He was a feisty bugger too. But he flipped and flopped around on the bank here for a little bit, and then I finally gave up trying to put the prongs in his mouth, which I wanted to do to weigh him. I didn't notice the teeth though. I really honestly didn't. I did hold it up to the camera. But I mean, unless they're really, really tiny, but I didn't notice anything excessive in there. So maybe that's not what it was. I don't know. That's what everybody tells me it was. But when before I released him, and he was kind of tired out a little bit, and I was able to get the grippers in there and hold him up to weigh him. Yeah, I don't know. So it was early on in the beginning of the stream. Pretty early on, actually. So, but it's there. And if anybody wants to go back and look and confirm what I've got, either way, it was pretty good. I thought it was for sure the catfish on the line, the way the thing was fighting the line. And then I thought I lost it. So it made me think, oh, maybe I had a gar on there. But then I knew he was on there. He was barely hooked. But I had him, and I reeled him in. All right. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. I did hold the mouth up there. I don't know if you could see it in the camera, but... Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I haven't been live very long, so the rewind shouldn't be too bad. Be kind and rewind. And I now have 15 fabulous people in the house. It must be later in the day, obviously. So the other, I still have the bluegill ombo. I assume it's still on this one. I haven't checked this one. The rod closest to the structure, I did just bounce that bait off the pillar. I was really trying to get something in there, in around that structure, hoping that I'd get something from there. But I don't know if I smacked my bait right off. I don't even know what that is, Dan. Yep, bowfin. Confirmed. Thank you. I think that's what everybody else confirmed as well. So, I am glad I did not stick my fingers in the mouth then. But interesting, because I really didn't notice the teeth. I'm imagining they're small little jagged things. Just reminded me of Jagged Little Pill in my head. I'm singing. Come on. As much as I want to fish, I also want to go explore. Like I said, I stopped here as a random spot, which I'm super happy I did. And there's so much of this to explore. But there's another stop I want to make, and I do want to eat. I'm starving. Yeah, I guess I probably would have, Kevin, by the sounds of it. Yeah, when I go back and I'll have to go back. I didn't do any screenshots or anything of it, and but it kind of funny because I'm like, oh, I got a nice channel cat, and I'm holding it up. I'm like, no, that's not what this is at all. So that just goes to show you how much of a newbie I am, but that's all right. You guys have all been following me along on this adventure from start to finish. Here we go. And hopefully you'll see me grow. Ooh, now I might be in the way. There's a guy up there wanting to put his boat in. Aww. Oh, he just pulled up beside me. He's probably okay. Oh, another fast fact. Thank you, Twisted. Lots of facts in here. So, in essence, you're saying I caught a dinosaur, a prehistoric animal. Yeah, thank you, Paul Meadow. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I have no shame. I am brave enough. I put my stuff out there. I'm not always right. I do wrong. I do. I think I just posted that. I always try to correct my wrongs, but now here I'm learning, and that's the part of it that's fun for me is to be able to do this and be extremely real. And I think that's what I've done. I hope that's what I'm bringing you is just my realism. And I don't pretend to know anything. I absolutely always say I know nothing. Um, and of course, Michael was always very fabulous about teaching me everything. I didn't always retain it, but when I went to go use it, when I went to go do the things, then I realized, I retained more than I probably thought I did. And it was just like shooting the other day because he's the one that taught me how to grip my pistol, and I got more than enough compliments on my grip. So I do take in more than I guess I think I do. You don't know what you don't know. That's right, and you know what you know. And if I can put the two together, then I might be onto something. So it's been an interesting couple of days because where I finally caught. Everybody says that the bayfish was easy to catch and whatnot, but that was my first time catching that down here, and now I got the bowfin. So yeah, I'm stoked, and I found a new awesome, amazing spot. Was that too many adjectives? And it goes on down. Actually, I think if I was going to put a kayak in, this would probably be the place to do it. It looks pretty freaking awesome. Now I'm excited to get down to the next spot that I was originally headed to and see what that's like. But what was it yesterday or today? I can't remember now, but somebody was saying, don't leave the fish to go look for fish. I like that. If you're catching fish, but I only caught one fish. But I'm so appreciative everybody has come in. I really didn't expect a lot, and I did want to try the StreamYard again. I'm glad to see that it's working. I feel badly for Katie Collins, always having such an issue with that. And she paid for her, so I don't know. Oh, okay, Tom. Duly noted. Yeah, P City, you do. Was it Chris Flores that said that? That's too funny. Oh, yeah, maybe in the video I watched him where he was razzing me uh, about my catfishing is boring. This is awesome. Although I legit don't think he remembered who it was that said it at the time. Fish hunt, trap, repeat. Love it, love it. Thank you very much for being here. Christopher, thank you so much for coming in. See, the first time you came in, I wasn't familiar. Now I'm getting familiar. That's awesome. Ah, I hate the current. It plays tricks. It plays tricks. It tots that line. It would be really, really sweet if I could just catch one more before I leave. One more. I don't even care. Just a little one. I feel like the Cat in the Hat. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. The count is one. You pretty much can determine that I'm either going to be a 0 or a 1 in most cases if you're watching me. Well, you know what? I shouldn't even say that because on the very first time that I started catching fish, it wasn't where I caught my PB, but my first time, and I got, I think I had caught maybe 4 or 5 bluefish that I reeled in that day. And I think it was maybe 4, could have been 3, 4, whatever it was. But then I had like a couple, 2 or 3 on the line that I lost. So that was a pretty good day, regardless. I didn't reel them all in, but it was a good day. Yes, is that what happens? You do not want to hear my singing. I'm better at flinging than I am at singing. And you know how bad that is. Oh, the sun finally went down a little bit. I said that last time, and then it came back up. Holy smokes. There seems to be no happy medium down here in the south. You're either freezing cold or you're just sweating your stuff off. You're sweating it off. Yeah, when we drink, we sound good, or in the shower. I just tell Dotson he sounds pretty good. He does some good stuff. He's pretty good. And of course, we all know Muddy River sounds pretty good. He serenades. I don't know, Palmetto. You caught your PB, and I don't remember any singing in there. Yeah, Christopher, alone. When I'm alone. A drunken Bob Dylan. All right, so what time are we at? Let me see. I don't know because I can't see my clock. But I've been going for about an hour and 25 minutes, and I am probably going to call this. And if I catch anything on the pack up, I will definitely take pictures or a video. Maybe I'll go explore and do a couple videos. We'll see. I want to go check out the other spot. I do want to go eat. Oh, so I don't think I was bouncing around, of course. That was tricky. There were so many people in that tournament. Oh my goodness. And I was just trying to bounce around to everybody. And I am, I am just so elated that so many people were amazing. And sharing other people out and putting up the split screens and really gearing people to go to other channels. That's really what the community should be about. You know, we're all should be rooting for each other. And I thought that was awesome. So that was definitely a good show. Definitely a good show. But holy smoke, trying to make it around to everybody. I am Laura the Explorer. I don't know. I can't help it. That's what I do. I don't sit still. I can't sit still. I'm not a beach person. I cannot do it. And I'm a ginger, so I'd be a crispy ginger. I'm gonna be a crispy ginger after standing out here. So, but yeah, I don't. The heat and I don't get along very well. The cold and I don't get along very well either. So why am I living down in Myrtle Beach? Well, because mom's here. And I'm going to make the best of it. But if I had my choice, I don't know. There's some places down in South Carolina that are just gorgeous, although they probably do get snow. Greenville. I think I was checking out Greenville, South Carolina. And that actually looked a lot like New Hampshire, minus the mountains. But it looked, they had actually running streams, running water, rapids, and hiking. And I don't know, it was just really, really nice. So one never knows where I may end up. I don't know, Dan. I mean, pretty, that's kind of relative, I guess. Depends. I don't go down. Myrtle Beach is really known for, obviously, the Strip. And I don't go down there. I mean, I guess you're okay during the day, but it's just sketchy. And it's not my scene. But, and that's just it. I roll around. I look for the areas that are pretty, or I try to find them. I did pass cows. Where did I pass cows? Oh, on the way to the gun range. I was out in Galvin's Ferry, South Carolina. And that is definitely gorgeous. And that's farm country. And there was a bad bull. He was on the other side all by himself in a pasture. But holy smokes, they had some pasture to roam in. And that was really, really pretty. Here comes the sun again. Is the Palmetto Trail, is it near me? Why does that sound familiar? Wonder if that's it. Michael had tried to tell me, well, he told me a couple times about a trail, and I just kind of, not that I didn't pay attention, but I think I was so set on mountains. When I go hiking, I'm hiking up to a peak, to a view, to a summit where you can see all these other mountains. To me, roaming the flat trails is... Oh, Palmetto, you just made me think of something too, Kevin. And I saw it on a replay, and I think you had mentioned something about in your area, something about a strawberry something. It was like a haunted kind of thing, haunting, like a haunted area or haunted something. And I meant to look that up. Speaking of being a rebel, hello, rebel. Oh, it goes through. Oh, I'm going to look that up. So it's kind of like being, not the Appalachian Trail, because that's up over the mountains, but there's another one. There's quite a few of them, actually, that go through, like, Colorado and all these different trails that you can do that on. I'll definitely look into that. And now that it's here in my chat, and when I go through the replay, I will see that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I want to get a tent. Ricky, thank you very much for being here. Strawberry Chapel. Okay. Well, I think Mom and I are going to make another trip back there one of these times, and because there were a couple things I wanted to check out. The depot's off the ballot now. I wasn't. It was closed. Everything was kind of closed, but there was a couple things. There was a botanical garden actually there too, and I wanted to go walk through that or tour through that. So we'll make another trip that way, and I will check out the chapel. Dun, 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 dun. There's also a haunted church that is out in another spot that I fish out in Conway. Rob, hello. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Crispy is right. Christopher. That's my son's name, Christopher. Every time I see that or say that, I love that. My youngest son, who's looking to take me out on an adventure here soon, which is awesome. Yeah, so I'll go back. I definitely want to go back, and I'm glad I actually did take a really good look at that fish. Obviously, not at the teeth, and I'm glad I didn't test my fingers out in there. But I'll go back and watch my replay. And but while I was holding it, I was really checking that out, and um, it had, I don't know why I would have thought that it was a channel cat, other than maybe the color, but because the body wasn't even, it wasn't fat by any. I mean, it was a good sized fish, but yeah, I got a real good look at it while I was holding it here and holding it up to the camera. I was trying to really check that out, and I hope that I'll retain that, so maybe I'll be more familiar the next time. But I'm pretty stoked about that. I love these guys in the boat. Oh, you again probably can't see them past the. It looks like a couple. Well, from here, it could be a couple of guys, but it almost looks like it was a husband and wife out there, which is awesome. I love that. And it might be a couple of guys. I could be totally wrong. A couple of guys out there, and they're just floating along. How beautiful is that? That's just so awesome. And part of why I really miss my kayak. Or I shouldn't say I miss my kayak because I have my kayak. I just need to brave getting it in the water out here. But this is a beautiful location for it. Oh, good to know, Tom. Thank you. Uncle Lou, hello. Thank you very much for being here. Um, trying to see. Well, I'm only running about an hour and a half, but I'm actually gonna start pulling my stuff together here. I'm gonna let you guys chat, so I apologize. I'm gonna walk away. But you know me, I'm a chatty Cathy, and I've just been running it. Oh, my phone might actually be heating up also because it went into a dim mode. Oops. So actually, it might be a good thing that I'm ending it because I think my phone just got really hot or something because it did go into the dim mode. No help. Ooh, and I can't see anything. I can't see you. I brought a whole bunch of stuff down here. I thought I was just gonna sit on the bank and chillax, but whatever. Oh, there's little fish tadpoles or something maybe. Baby fish. So at the I had bought myself this bait knife kind of early on at Danco. I guess maybe at Dick's probably, and it's terrible. My hunting knife does way better than that did. But when I was at the gun range the other day, my won this, or actually Mom won this Bass Pro Shop bait knife, and this thing's amazing. So I would not recommend the other one. Okay, it's definitely two guys. Probably a good thing they wouldn't have heard me say husband and wife. So it's clear to me now that I caught that bowfin on the head of that bluegill, because that's what I threw out there, and head did not come back in. So all right, guys. Again, I'm bummed that I lost that my other rod holder. Must have been in a hurry or something and boogied off without it. Bri B, thank you very much for coming in. Lots of new names in here. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't go down under the bridge because there was a mega big spider under there. And I'm not, I know there's a lot of the brown recluse down here. I don't know how big those things can get, but that thing was nasty looking, and there's a whole bunch of other ones under there. So, needless to say, of course, I will be going down and take a photo of it. And I lost my junk. Unfortunately, this was the pole I had the hookup, the setup for the Patriot James float. So I lost all that stuff as well. And I think that's twice now that's happened. But it's all right. Yep. So if you see one of these around, it's probably mine. Let me know. Pick it up, send it back. You never know. It might be right where I left it. All right, guys. 12 happy, wonderful people in the house. I appreciate you all very much. But I am going to say goodbye and take some photos because I see some opportunities here as these guys are coming in under the bridge. And I have some critters to take some photos of. So I appreciate you all very much for coming in. Oh, low battery. Good timing. And I will see you downriver. Over and out.